When I watched Dangers in My Heart, I just couldn't get enough. And I know you couldn't too, which is why I listed on top 10 anime like Dangers in My Heart. Let's go. Number 10, High Score Girl.
お母さん買い物してくるからエロいことしちゃダメよ。
しねえよおい大野、お前もなんか言え。俺のお袋の妙なスパイラルにはまってっぞ。おい、何覗いてんだよ。
Starting off our list is one that you probably haven't heard of unless you're a hardcore weeb like me. It's called High Score Girl. Yes, high score, not high school. And it's set in the year 1991 when arcade games were still a thing. Our boy, Haru, wants to become a professional gamer, but when he thought he was already good, his dreams were crushed by a girl named Aki, and she just had to beat him in Street Fighter 2.
空腹時に食えば一生忘れることのできない味になろうよ。お前、ほんとわかりやすい顔するよな。
Apart from the girl's purple hair, one similarity it has with Dangers in My Heart is the fact that Aki always teases Haru in both video games and daily life. She's also pretty and smart, just like any other girl on this list. Still though, the character designs might seem a bit off to you, but trust me, once you get past that, you'll love this series. Number 9, My Clueless First Friend.
お日様が好きなの？そう、お日様が好きなの。空にある太陽のことね。僕もお日様好きだよ。夏はちょっと暑すぎるけど。だよね。
Now think about it. What if Ichikawa was the popular one and Yamada was the loner? Oh, that's exactly what happens in this anime called My Clueless First Friend because our girl Akane is being called the Grim Reaper, but her entire life changes when a transfer student named Taiyu loves to hang out with her. He must be the person that she really needs.
真面目な顔してたのに、西村さんと一緒だったからかな。西村さんと一緒にいるだけで自然と笑顔になっちゃう。
Yep, like I said in the intro, this is basically gender swap Dangers in My Heart because come on, Taiyu literally does what Yamada does to Ichikawa. Also, look at Ichikawa and Akane's hair. They have that emo vibe to it. Also, I have to say that this series is super duper ultra wholesome and it just basically relates to all of us. As we all know, being a kid is hard, especially if you're being bullied. Now you get it, right? Number 8, O Maidens in Your Savage Season.
ごめん、衝撃を与えれば忘れてくれるかと思って。忘れてくれないか。
Wait right there. This is not about girls going wild in the Amazon jungle, and instead it's just girls discovering the truth about their bodies as they grow up. It follows our girl Kazusa, who joins a literature club that's known for a not-so-kid-friendly reputation, and one word just takes over their entire lives. Know what it is? Sex.
それってやっぱり泉はあれがしたいからってこと？
あれってなんだよ。
This is the Dangers in My Heart if it were made by a teenage kid who is getting too much hormones. To be honest, although it has a lot of sexual undertones, it doesn't become too ecchi and still becomes wholesome most of the time, which is a massive flex. Now, what exactly are their similarities? Well, it mainly focuses on the same fan servicey yet cute comedy that the Dangers in My Heart has, and if you think that was really good, you'll definitely like this one. Number 7, our dating story, The Experienced You and the Inexperienced Me.
じゃあ、私がリュウトと話していいのはいつなわけ？
土日？学校の外でとか。何言ってるんだ俺。
We were done imagining what if Yamada was a guy. Now think about what would happen if Yamada was a Gairu, and you get our dating story. Our boy Ryuto could have never imagined that he'd get to date the popular girl Runa, but she just said yes after he asked her. Well, even if you get a pretty girlfriend, everything's not going to be magically fine, and that's what Ryuto finds out.
俺も楽しくなっちゃって。その。
何それ？なんかはずいじゃん。
Yep, from the trailer alone, you can already tell it has the loner boy and popular girl formula just like The Dangers in My Heart. But what I can say is that our dating story is completely different when it comes to the atmosphere of the series. This is the perfect anime if you thought Dangers in My Heart was too soft and you need a bit more drama and grit. Number 6, Junibiyu. Demo, Koi ga Shitai.
魔力チャンバー内圧力上昇エネルギー充電 120%。
Have you ever seen that one guy in your class who pretends to be an anime MC and even does the voice and hand gestures? Yeah, our boy Yuta has been struggling like you because he tries to get rid of that dark past, but there's this girl named Rika who destroys his dream of having an ordinary life because she's a full-on Junibiyu.
お前んじゃないだろう。
脱げ
ああ、すぐに脱げ、今すぐだ。
今すぐ脱げと。
それはわざとやってるよな。
Basically, Junibiyu are people who think that they have special powers and try to act like they actually do have one in real life. It's pretty cringe, but when you're watching someone else suffer from it, it turns out it can be a great source of entertainment. At first, you might not find a lot of similarities between Chiyubinu and The Dangers in My Heart, but when you take a closer look, you'll see that Yuta is the Yamada that's trying to make his Ichikawa, Rika, improve as a person. Number 5, Watamote.
可愛いよな私。可愛いのか。少なくともブスではないよな。そうだよ。私程度がブスを名乗ったら本物のブスに失礼だ。しかしブスじゃないならなぜモテない。チビで貧乳だからかよ。
Watamote is basically if the girl in My Clueless First Friend started listening to 2000 emo pop punk songs. You see, Tomoko played so many dating simulators that she basically cleared Steam's entire library, and now she thinks she's ready for high school. But what she doesn't know is that you're never really ready for high school, especially if you're awkward and weird like her.
ならいっそのこと今エンディングに行っても。
悪かったから落ち着け。俺に用があったんだろう。なんだよ。
私と会話して。
は？何それ？
So I know there's no couple here and there's only a little bit of romance, but just use your little wee brain and think of this as a scenario where Yamada didn't become Ichikawa's classmate and he became the ultimate weirdo. Now you see it. This is actually a really good show and it's also really funny and it made me laugh so hard. I liked it even more because if you're an otaku before anime became popular, you could relate to Tomoko's hardships. Number 4, bottom tier Tomozaki.
アドリブですよねさっきの。
ちょっと。
おっと友崎には刺激が強すぎたかな。
Are you an epic gamer who has no life? Wanna watch something to inspire you? Say hello to bottom tier Tomozaki, where our god gamer Tomozaki has no social skill at all. But when he has a meetup with the top 2 players in a game called Tact Fam, he discovers what you could also be a gamer and be social and smart at the same time. What kind of sorcery is this? After meeting Yoi, and with her help, he starts to become a normal human being.
友崎くん顔赤いです。
菊池さんこそ。
Man, if we're talking about character development, bottom tier Tomozaki takes the dub because you will notice that he gets more and more presentable as this series goes on. Also, the self-improvement, the girl support, and just the loner origin story scream The Dangers in My Heart. And if you didn't notice that, you might need some help. Number 3, Kubo-san wa mob wo Yurosanai.
食べないの？
ありがとう。危なかった。
Would we make a list of anime like The Dangers in My Heart without adding this one? This is basically its sister. That's because of this anime, our boy Junta just wants to enjoy his youth, but he just fades out of the picture. I mean, bro's not even fit to be a background character. But all of that changes when he meets Kubo, who always notices him and keeps him company. I wish that was me.
場所変えようなんて言うから。告白でもされると思っちゃった。
The similarities are off the charts, and you'd be surprised that they aired the same year. You have the popular purple-haired girl, the dark and gloomy thin guy, and some cute and wholesome moments. But it's not an exact copy because it has a charm of its own. That's why it's worth a watch, and trust me, you'll love it. Just give it a try. Number 2, Komi-san wa Komiyusho desu.
そ
れじゃあどうぞ
If you love romance anime, you probably know this series. It is legendary, and I just can't wait for season 3. But for those who don't know, we're introduced to a girl named Komi that struggles to talk to other people, yet she's a stunning beauty. Tadano's lucky enough to interact with her and become her first friend. When I called him lucky, I wasn't kidding, because he's gonna become more than a friend. Yep, it's another gender bender of The Dangers in My Heart, and come on, this anime is perfect. I would have ranked it as number 1 if not for the next one on our list. Everything that happens here is pretty cute and wholesome, and I don't know what it did to my brain, but I just get hyped over whenever Komi talks, and I don't even know why. It's just how good it is. Number 1, Takagi-san.
西方が勝ったら私のファーストキスあげるよ
Finally at number 1, the anime that dethroned Komi-san is none other than Teasing Master Takagi-san. I mean, if you want to watch something just to detoxify yourself from all the stress that the world throws on our shoulders, it's a simple story actually. Nishikata has a classmate named Takagi who loves to tease him, and he tries his best to tease her back, but it just doesn't work.
ダメだよ風邪ひくよもう少しくっつくからちゃんと傘入りなよ
You might be surprised that this series is already complete and it has 3 seasons. Yes, 3 seasons, and some romance anime even struggle to have a second one. Why is it number 1? We have the teasing, we have the cute couple, we have the wholesomeness, and we have that innocent love that makes both Teasing Master Takagi-san and The Dangers in My Heart such amazing shows. That's why it's number 1 in our list of the top 10 anime like Dangers in My Heart.